Why do we cry when we are sad? Hi, welcome to Curious Kids Every Day. I'm Josh. How are you doing today? It's so good to hear from you. Hey, when was the last time you were really sad? Like, so sad that you cried. It doesn't happen as often when you're grown up, but it still does happen. I can remember times when I was so sad that I cried. I remember losing a dog a few years ago. That made me so sad that I cried. But as you get older, sometimes you don't just cry because you're sad. Sometimes I cry happy tears. I remember when my daughter Josie was born just a few months ago. I cried that day. And I wasn't sad. I was just so happy that tears started coming out of my eyes. Why does that happen? And tears can come out of your eyes for other reasons too. Sometimes it seems like it's to help my body, like if my eyes are itchy, sometimes water comes out of my eyes. But other times, like when I'm sad, it just seems like something my body is doing for no reason. I'm sad and now all of a sudden I'm crying. Why does that happen? I was thinking about crying today because I got a couple of emails from a couple of curious kids named Yvonne and Allison. They wondered, why do we cry when we are sad? Your eyes have tiny tear glands. Their main job is to keep your eyes healthy. See, they make a thin layer of tears all the time so that you can blink comfortably. Every time you blink, you're putting a little bit of moisture on your eyes to wash away dust and help you see clearly. These tears are called basal tears. But your body actually makes two other kinds of tears too. The second type is reflex tears. These show up when something irritates your eyes. Have you ever been in the kitchen when your mom was chopping onions and you heard this sound? And you looked up and your mom was crying and you thought, what's wrong with my mom? And your mom says, oh, it's nothing, I'm chopping onions. The reason for that is that onions, when they're chopped, put some stuff in the air that irritates your eyes. When your eyes get irritated, they create reflex tears. So, basal tears, those are the tears that your tear glands make when you're blinking. And then reflex tears, those are the tears that your tear glands make when something irritating gets into your eyes. But the third type, these are the ones we're going to talk the most about today. These are called emotional tears. Now, what are some of the emotions that you can feel? Yeah, happy, sad, scared, overwhelmed. Emotional tears appear when you feel these emotions really strongly. Emotional tears are special because they're connected to your brain and your feelings. When something makes you feel really emotional, like when you get really, really sad, that's when the limbic system gets to work. The limbic system is a group of brain structures that, They do a lot of things, but one of the things they do is help you regulate your emotions. When you feel something big, like when you're really sad, your limbic system wants to help you through it. There's a part of the limbic system called the amygdala. Can you say amygdala? And it becomes very active when you're sad or feeling other emotions. The amygdala works with the hypothalamus. Can you say hypothalamus? The hypothalamus sends signals to the rest of the body to let it know how you're feeling. One of the places that receives those signals is the tear glands. The message is basically, hey, there's a lot happening right now. Start making tears. And they do. But why does your body do that? Well, scientists think emotional tears help your body calm down. Inside those tears are tiny amounts of stress chemicals. So when you cry, your body is releasing those chemicals, and your brain shifts out of the overwhelmed feeling and begins to relax a little. Do you feel that way after you cry? Does it help you feel better to get those tears out? You know, even as a grown-up, even though we don't cry quite as much as kids do, it does feel good to get a good cry in. I know that when I cry, it makes me want to slow down and be calm. So it makes sense that my body is releasing stress chemicals when I cry. Now, let me ask you a question. If you see your siblings or one of your friends crying, what does it make you want to do? Yeah, you want to help them. You want to make it better. That's another thing that crying does. Crying sends a signal to the people around you. When you see someone crying, you immediately understand that that person needs comfort or support. That is one of the ways that humans take care of each other. Maybe that's why you can start crying even when you don't really want to. It's kind of a way of your body to say, hey, I know you don't want to ask for some help right now, but I'm going to make sure that the people around us know that we do need some help right now. Now, we have a little baby girl, little Josie, and she can't talk yet. So what is the main way that she can let us know that she needs help? Yep, she cries. Crying when you're sad is a way of releasing stress from our bodies, but it's also what is called a social signal. It's a way for other people around us to recognize that we need some help without us having to use words. Isn't it nice when sometimes you don't even have to say how you're feeling? The people around you just know what you need. That's one of my favorite things about family and about really good friends. People around you that know the things you need even when you don't quite know how to say it. That is a really, really good feeling. And sometimes crying is a way that they understand what we need. So if you ever need to cry, hey, that's okay. Your body is trying to regulate itself and release a little stress. Maybe it's asking for a hug too, even if you don't have the words right then to explain what you need and how you're feeling. Sometimes a good cry can help make everything better. Okay, let's have a quick quiz. What type of tear helps wash dust or onion out of your eyes? Those are reflex tears. What tiny part of your body makes all of your tears? The tear glands. And emotional tears can help your body release what? Remember, they're called stress chemicals. Let's play true or false. True or false? Basal tears keep your eyes comfortable all day. Yep, that's true. Every time you blink, putting a little bit of moisture on your eyes. That's why you blink. True or false? Emotional tears and reflex tears are made for the same reason. That is false. Reflex tears get the irritants out of your eyes, and emotional tears help you deal with your emotions. True or false? Crying can sometimes help you feel calmer afterward. Yep, that's true. True or false? Only babies cry when they have strong feelings. That is false. Would you rather cry bubbles instead of tears or ice cream instead of tears? You know, sometimes when you're sad, ice cream is just what the doctor ordered. So if you had a way to cry ice cream, so the ice cream just came out of your eyes, rolled down your face, and right onto your tongue, that sounds really good to me. Especially if it's strawberry ice cream. All right, let's play What Am I? What am I? I protect your eyes from drying out. I am always on your eyes, even when you don't notice. And without me, blinking would feel scratchy. What am I? I am basal tears. All right, one more. What am I? I show up when something irritates your eyes. Onions often make me appear. And my job is to flush things away fast. What am I? I am reflex tears. So, do you remember how many types of tears that your tear glands produce? Right, 3. Basal tears, those are blinking tears. Reflex tears, those are onion and dust tears. And emotional tears, those are crying tears. Some tears protect your eyes, and some protect your feelings and emotions and your body too. It's pretty cool that your body has a built-in way to help you deal with sad and stressful feelings. It's a pretty amazing design. It's so good it makes me a little emotional. Now I'm crying happy tears. What kind of question do you think we'll ask tomorrow on Curious Kids Every Day? I can't wait to find out. So until then, keep asking questions and stay curious, kids. And we've got a birthday today. Felix from Nevada is turning 5. Happy birthday, Felix. To all the grown-ups listening, if your kids want their birthday mentioned on the show, please visit supportcuriouskids.com and join the Curious Kids Club. That's supportcuriouskids.com. See you tomorrow.